Most D&D characters are heroes, ready to dive in and save the day for fame, glory, and gold. But who are they when nobody's watching? And who are your players? That's what the 5 candles test is designed to find out. Just how greedy or selfless is your party? This works best as part of a dungeon, maybe a gauntlet of challenges set by a devil, or the madhouse of a mage who likes testing their guests. But no matter how you use it, it's guaranteed to get a reaction from your players. Here's how it works. Your players find themselves alone, each with a set of 5 lit candles before them. They'll all secretly bid between 1 to 5 candles by blowing out their chosen number. And what they decide is important. Whoever picks the lowest amount will be cursed, forced to take on some sort of penalty that'll make the rest of the dungeon even more difficult. If multiple players tie for the lowest score, then they each are cursed. Being selfless comes at a cost. However, if all of your players tie, then everyone is cursed. But it's a smaller penalty than if only 1 or 2 would be punished. So if the curse for being lowest is -2 to AC and disadvantage on dex saves, the penalty for everyone tying would just be one or the other. But remember, everyone's votes are being done in secret, so they have no way of knowing if the whole party is in it together, or if some of them really don't want to take one for the team. If you're choosing a lower number, you're putting a lot of faith in your party. But there is a way for nobody to get punished. If one player, and only one player, bids a full 5 candles, then nobody gets cursed. And not just that, the bold player who went for it all gets a secret prize that they can use at any point in the dungeon. Maybe it's a couple of luck points, or a potion that gives them extra powers for a minute. Something that would be great to earn for a little risk. Of course, there's a catch. If more than one person bids the max amount of candles, including if everyone does, then the whole group gets the worst curse possible. So using the earlier example, they'd all get -2 to their AC, disadvantage on dex saves, and a reduction to their speed. Is it worth going for it? And how greedy will everyone be? That's what this test is all about. Those are the rules, and what happens next is up to your party. Do they all bid just 1 candle, hoping everyone is willing to take the hit? Do some try to play it safe and go for something in the middle, hoping their teammates are a little more selfless? Or do they risk it all and bid 5, betting that nobody else will be as bold? What I like about this test is there truly is no right answer, and gives your players a chance to really think about what their character would do in that scenario. And it inherently leads to a little drama as your party try to figure out who bid what after the fact. If everyone gets the worst curse possible, you can imagine those who chose to bid 5 might not want to speak up and say so. It can also be modified to fit a bunch of situations. Maybe instead of voting anonymously, they're all able to see who bid what, adding to the tension. Or rather than being cursed if you bid low, there's gold on the line, and whoever picks the least candles loses it all. They may think twice about only blowing out 1 if it means draining their funds, and imagine how tempting choosing 5 would be if there's a big prize on the line. If you don't want to drop this into a dungeon, maybe it's being presented to the party in a shared dream and kicks off a new arc involving a villain who's constantly testing them from afar. However you run it, the 5 candles test should be both fun and enlightening for you and your players. That's it for this video. I'd love to hear your thoughts on how to make this little puzzle even better in the comments. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, leaving a like is always appreciated. If you want to see more, you should subscribe to the Bard's College. I make videos like this one, all about D&D, DMing, and everything in between, so stick around. But for now, good luck, and remember, crit your players.